What's up everybody, it's Alan here, and welcome back to episode 9 of the Completionist from Scratch series. Today I'm going to try and complete Legends quest, and I do have all of the skill requirements for it. I just need to do the actual quests, the prerequisites, Heroes Quest, Shiloh Village, Underground Pass. But currently at the moment, I am going to train some ranged. I'm only level 23 and it's my lowest combat skill. And I'm going to head over to Rock Crabs and Relica. I think this is one of the best spots to use a cannon. I just have to run around and technically wake up the rock crabs, then my cannon will do the rest, and I think it's somewhere around 50k ranged XP per hour at my level. I'm not sure what it is, but I'll be getting some awesome XP gains. And also I would like to try and complete Fremnik Isles as well. This is a nice quest that I can do, and I can actually cannon some ice trolls over there, which I'll be doing eventually, and I've been looking up some guides on it and it looks really fun to do, so I'm going to go ahead and give that a try. But at the moment, I'm going to head over to Rock Crabs. Let's get some awesome ranged XP. So I decided to actually use my cannon while doing some Slayer training. I did get an Ice Warriors task, and I'm almost done with it. I'm currently level 32 ranged, 39 Slayer at the moment. And I did receive a medium clue scroll right as I was about to end my task. I only have to kill 5 more of them. So once I complete this task, we're going to go do the medium clue, and let's hope for some ranger boots. First medium clue completed on this account, and we got some 3rd age lobsters, also some chaos runes, adamant axe, green d'hide chaps, amulet of power, or I think that's just a diamond amulet, but no ranger boots, so better luck next time. So this actually works out perfectly. I just got trolls from Vinaka. I have 88 to kill, and this is where I'm going to go ahead and do Fremnik Isles and then have access to the ice troll spot, and that's going to be some really awesome experience. So I'm really excited about doing that. And I just need to get the requirements for that quest, and then we'll go ahead and complete it. Now before I start Fremnik Isles, I did want to knock out Animal Magnetism really quick, just because it's a really easy quest, and then I can get Ava's Accumulator. I won't be able to use it at the moment though, because it does require 50 ranged, and I'm only 34 at the moment, so I can only use the Attractor. But it's an easy quest for a nice piece of ranged gear, so I thought, hey, why not get it done? I'm just about to complete the Fremnik Isles, and this is the boss fight. This is what it looks like. You just fight the Ice Troll King. And I would really recommend to be somewhat of a higher level before even doing this quest, because it can be really annoying at low levels. And for some reason you have to use Protect from Mage. I forget what the exact reason is, but Protect from Melee pretty much does nothing. So I was just protecting, and since I am a low level, it did take me a while to even get up to this part. The trolls before the Ice Troll King, I'm actually going to cross back over the bridge in just a second. You have to kill like 10 trolls before you can have access to going across the rope bridge or something. And if you are a low level like me, again, it can be really annoying. Even though you have the guys that assist you and whatnot, or you can get like free potions or free food from one of the guys you can talk to, it still does take quite a bit of time. There was actually a point where I had to go all the way back and bank because I ran out of food and prayer potions and whatnot. But that was kind of my fault because I didn't bring enough in the first place. I thought I would be able to handle it, but apparently not. Now if we look right here, these are the ice trolls that I would be killing. And I'm really looking forward to this. Now, I did say earlier I was looking at a guide for this, and you can get some really nice pieces of armor. You can get rune kite shields, granite shields, rune warhammers. You do also get a bunch of alchables as well. Now, in the guides that I was looking at, apparently you can break out even while using a cannon, or you can slightly profit. So I'm really excited to test this out. This should be really good ranged XP per hour. I'm thinking it's going to be around 50 to 60k. And I think that number only increases as your ranged level increases, because the cannon is based off of your attack style, and I think the gear that you're using, or if you have like a ranged bonus. Now, when it comes to me talking about PVM stuff, I'm really newbie at it, so if I got anything of that wrong, or any of that wrong, let me know in the comment section below. So let's go turn the quest right now. We just got to run all the way over here. I wish I had some stamina pots on me, but let's go. Come on, open the door, and the guy's right down over here. And then you do get some experience. I think it gives you like a lamp or something, or you have an option to use experience and a combat skill. So let's go through this, show him the head. Okay. So which can we add 10,000 XP to? I'm just going to do attack because 60 attack, that will allow me to use a dragon scimitar. So I'm just going to put that there. And let's complete the quest. Come on. So much dialogue, let's keep going. Fare thee well. Alright, there we go. From the guy was completed. So we do get the Helm of Nitisnat. I think that's how you pronounce it. we get that. We also get some crafting XP, woodcutting XP, construction XP. What does this put me level-wise? 56 attack, 51 woodcutting, 26 construction, so not too bad. So this is an example of the loot that I got from Ice Trolls, and as you can see, I have 7 rune kite shields, 3 rune warhammers, just a bunch of alkaballs. A lot of the money does come from sharks as well, 143 of them. I do have 90k in alks. So I believe that I am breaking out even, which is really nice. It's almost like it's free ranged XP in a way. So I might just stay here for a bit, even after I finish my Slayer task. I'm just going to work on range training and just try to get my level up higher. So I'm going to go ahead and do that. I'll be right back with some more range gains. Just achieved level 50 ranged, which is absolutely awesome, and I can now use Ava's accumulator, so I don't even think I use the attractor at all. Anyways, my current setup is essentially full proselyte with a Fremnik shield. The Fremnik shield is almost recommended, or actually required, because it shields you from the Ice Trolls when they do their ranged attacks. Instead of dealing high amounts of damage, they only do damage in 1s or 2s, the ones that have the ranged attacks. And then I just use melee, protect from melee, and I use prayer potions and then some food as well, so I think I can last like 10 or so minutes before I have to go back and bank. Or actually, no, maybe a little bit more than that. I can last like 30 minutes before having to bank. And it's actually nice because you can just leave your cannon here. You can go bank and then come back and your cannon is still here and such. So you never have to really pick it up unless you're planning on leaving the Ice Trolls. So really good experience, honestly. Really good money in alkaballs. And it's almost free magic XP as well because I'm just alking and, you know, all of that magic XP adds up over time. So it's really nice, all in all. I just achieved total level 1250, which is really nice. And I can actually use the one world that requires a total skill level of 1250, which I think that's the first time I've ever been able to use one in old school RuneScape. I think this is my highest total level on a single account, which is cool. And I'm also 56th ranged and 42 Slayer at the moment. I finished my Slayer task a while ago. I'm just killing them for the experience now. I don't know what it is. I'm just really addicted to doing this. It's really fun. You know, I'm just running around. Obviously, I have to click on my cannon every now and again to restock the cannonballs. And if I do see some loots on the ground, what I'm also doing, in addition to just alking the alkaballs, I do telegrab them. So that's free magic experience too. Now, with the magic experience, it's obviously not a crazy amount of XP. It's like 10k an hour between alking and telegrabbing, so it's not really that much, but like I said, it does add up over time. It's free experience, so I might as well take it. So in the meantime, I'm gonna make some more gains. I'm not sure when I'm gonna leave here. I just really like doing this. It's really fun, so I'll see you guys in just a second. Oh my gosh, look at this, a curved bone from the Ice Trolls. This is a 1 in 5k drop, so you know what I'm thinking? There goes my RNG for the series. Okay, I'm back at the Grand Exchange now, and I am currently level 60 ranged, which is absolutely awesome. I was only 20 something in the beginning of this video, and now I got it up higher, so really happy about that. I've also tried out something interesting recently. I did kill a few Chaos Fanatics. Now, it was actually pretty fun to do so. My kills were extremely slow though. I'm not going to try out Chaos Fanatic until I'm a higher range level, also a higher defense level, and perhaps even a higher prayer level, maybe 70 prayer, then do King's Ransom and get piety. But it was really, you know, really fun to do. And I did learn the mechanics for it, so now that I know the mechanics for it, when I do have a higher range level, I can go back and then kill Chaos Fanatic more efficiently. The only downside about doing that boss is PKers. You have to avoid them every now and again. You might get them on your world, they might rush you. And it's always funny because they're always in teams of 2. There's usually a ranger, then there's a guy who's just barraging you and such. It's really annoying. It's not even them PKing at that point. It's more along the lines of them being raggers. They're just rushing you. It's not necessarily a fair fight, which kind of sucks, but you know, it's the wilderness. I can't really get mad. You can kill anybody out there, but when I'm trying to test out some bossing, I would really hope to not get killed ever. But got a few kills in. I know the mechanics now, so that's nice. And then eventually I will be using better setups and such, but if you look at my stats, I can't really do it efficiently at the moment, but it was still pretty fun to do. So I just did a little bit of Nightmare Zone, and I did get some scrolls of redirection. I only did about 10 to 15 minutes worth, and I got 35 of them, and my plan for right now is to get level 50 construction, just so I can redirect my house tabs into all of the available ones, which include Brimhaven, Polnivneach, Yanail, Remington, Taverley, all of them. The only one I won't be able to use at the moment is the Trollheim one, and that one requires Eadgar's Ruse, which I don't have the requirements for, and I'm not really planning on doing that quest anytime soon. but I do need 50 construction, so I am going to have to spend a little bit of GP to get that level. But anyways, let's go get some construction XP. Let's get level 50. Alrighty, all I gotta do is make one more oak larder, so here we go. Just wait for this. Level 50 construction, which is absolutely awesome. And I did get myself a butler as well. I did go over to Ardoin, and I guess it's called the Butler's Guild, and I just got myself one. Obviously, I would highly recommend this, because if you don't have a butler and you're training the construction skill, it's really inefficient, so just go ahead and grab yourself one. But now I can use all of my scrolls of redirections into all of the different house tabs, and like I said before, these really will help me out a lot. I'm really happy that I got these, and if I ever do run out, I can just go do 10-15 minutes of Nightmare Zone, get myself more. So I'm really happy about getting these, really happy that I'm now able to use them. So this is going to be kind of random, but I just did the Biohazard quest, and my goal right now is to work on the easy and medium Ardoin diaries, and one of the requirements for the easy one is the Biohazard quest. I thought I would knock these out really quickly since they don't take that long to complete. The easy and medium diaries do require just a few quests, but having an Arty Cloak 1 and or 2 is really helpful, so I thought I would just grind these out really quickly. So, Biohazard done, and I'm going to go see what the next quest I need to do is. I've just completed Fairy Tale Part 1, and this is going to help me out a lot. I am going to start Fairy Tale Part 2, and that's going to get me access to the fairy rings. You actually don't even need to complete the quest all the way through, you just need to start it, and on top of that, you don't even need the skill requirements to start it. So 57 herb lore, 49 farming, 40 thieving, you don't actually need those to start the quest, you just need to do the quest up until the point where you can use fairy rings, which is like 10 minutes into the quest, it doesn't take that long. So fairy rings are going to help me out a ton, and I'm actually glad I'm unlocking these very early into the series. Now I'm finally back on the Ardoin diary grind, and my next goal is to complete the Medium Diaries, and one of the requirements involves the Enlightened Journey quest, and I've actually never done this quest at all in my RuneScape career. I'm going to need 50 firemaking to do it, and then I'm going to need to unlock the Castle Wars route with the hot air balloon. So I'm 41 firemaking at the moment. I'm just going to light some, I guess, willow logs until 45, and then maple logs until level 50. But I'm going to go ahead and complete this quest, and then we're going to get this achievement out of the way. Enlightened Journey completed, and this puts me at 107 quest points, which is really cool. And this is going to get me to level 51 crafting. And also in other news, I did achieve level 69 farming recently, so that is really awesome. And at the moment, all I need to do is unlock the Castle Wars route, and then I can cross that requirement off my list. I'm essentially just doing all of the quests that I need to do for the diaries, and then I'm going to actually do all of the achievements. And I have a few more quests to go, so let's go knock those out really quickly. So another requirement involved the Hand in the Sand quest, and I've never once done this quest ever. And I gotta say, it was a really weird quest. You find a hand in a sand pit, and apparently it's a wizard's hand. I don't know, it's really weird. But that got me some crafting XP, and I just need to claim some sand from Bert, and that will be another achievement completed. Yet another quest out of the way. This time it's the Watchtower Quest, and it's been a long time since I've done this quest. I think the last time I did it was sometime in 2010. I'm not too sure, but that got me some nice magic XP, 15k, and I also do get the Watchtower Teleport as well. The next two quests that I need to do are Tower of Life, which doesn't take that long, and then also Underground Pass. Now, I've never done Underground Pass before, so that's going to be a bit of a challenge, but first thing is first, let's go knock out Tower of Life. Tower of Life is completed, and now I have access to creature creation, and it's been a long time since I've done that as well. And I used to actually really love creature creation. I think I used to kill the unicows, if I'm not mistaken. I think that's what they're called. And I used to do that a lot pre-EOC. I don't know why, I just enjoyed it a lot. And then I think I might have killed some sword chicks every now and again. I don't know, it used to be really fun, but I think in old school there's kind of no point in doing it. I think it's kind of a money-making method. I think if you have a certain diary completed, the drops are noted or something. But I'm not looking to really do any creature creation at the moment. I just need to complete Underground Pass now. And it's going to be a challenge because I am only level 50 agility. So I'm going to see how long it takes me. Not really looking forward to doing it, but I need to cross the achievement diaries off my list. So let's go ahead and complete it. All I got to say is what a quest. Honestly, it wasn't that bad. I actually enjoyed it, surprisingly. It did take me an hour and a half to do, and I really got lucky with the obstacles. I didn't fail them all that often, but then as I was about to complete the quest, like the final parts of it, that's when I failed it the most, which I was really salty about. But hour and a half to complete it with 50 agility, I don't think that's that bad at all. So Underground Pass completed, 5 quest points, 3k agility and attack XP, and the Iban staff as well. I'm going to go ahead and charge the Ivan staff. It's going to cost me 200k, I think. And that's also a requirement. I can cross off the Completionist list, which is nice. And then I can probably even use this for some PVM, or I think it's even popular at Barrows as well if I'm on welfare gear, or who knows. But really happy I got this quest out of the way. It was actually pretty fun, so really nice. Alrighty, the easy and medium tasks for Ardoin are finally completed. Let's go ahead and claim Arty Cloak 2, and I'm also going to get some XP lamps as well, so that's pretty nice. I think I'm going to go ahead and use those on Slayer. And with Arty Cloak 2, there are some benefits to it. Even just having the first one is really helpful. I think with the first one, it's extremely helpful for Iron Man. And then Arty Cloak 2, I think one of the perks that I'm more interested in is the 10% more likelihood of pickpocketing NPCs in Ardoin, which is that, you know, that could probably help me out a lot. I'm actually going to go test it out with Knights of Ardoin. That might actually be interesting. So Arty Cloak 2, there we go. And I'm also 44 Slayer, which is really nice. So getting Slayer gains, getting range gains, you know, I'm getting all sorts of gains this video. I'm really happy with that. So this was quite the episode. Like I said before, lots of progress done. And this is where I'm going to wrap up the video. Let's take a brief look at my stats. I am total level 1299, so I didn't even end on 1300. But I'm 94 thieving at the moment, which is really nice. Only 5 more levels away. Same thing with cooking as well. And like I mentioned in last clip, with Arty Cloak 2, with a 10% more likelihood of pickpocketing NPCs in Ardoin, I'm going to go ahead and test that out with the Knights. I supposedly heard at level 95 with Arty Cloak 2, you stop failing altogether with Knights of Ardoin. So I'm curious to see what XP per hour that might be. It actually might just be as good as blackjacking. Actually, now that I think about it, it might be a little less than blackjacking, but I'm really excited to see what that's like. And it might actually be somewhat AFKable. It's just spam clicking pretty much. If you set your controls to NPCs on always right click, you won't have to right click the knight and then pickpocket. You can just spam click. So I'm going to go ahead and test that once I hit 95 thieving. So until then, I'm going to have to blackjack until 95. But let's also take a look at my bank as well. It's currently worth 13 mil at the moment. I do have a 1 mil cash stack. Just a brief look at my items. I just like to show you guys my items in my bank each and every single episode. I always mention that just so you guys can see how my bank is kind of growing and what's different in my bank from this episode as opposed to last episode. You guys can just kind of see some bank growth, and I really do need to organize it. It's getting really messy again. Every time I do go to organize it, even after 24 hours of just gameplay, it just gets messy again. And then also, this is my junk tab as well. I'm probably going to sell this off pretty soon. There's just a bunch of random stuff in there. And then also, I am 22 million total experience on this account with 119 quest points. So I hope you all enjoyed episode 9 of Completionist from Scratch. If you did, be sure to hit that like button. I will gladly appreciate it. Also, comment with any feedback that you guys might have in the comment section below, and subscribe to my channel if you are enjoying this series. Anyways, thank you all so much for watching. I will see you all in episode 10.